What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode where we're going to discuss the ransomware attack against the San Francisco 49ers by the Blackbyte ransomware gang. Now, a few days ago, we talked about the Maze, Egregor, and Ekmet ransomware gang closing up shop, and I said in that episode, just because one goes poof and disappears does not mean others won't pick up the slack. Now, if you missed that episode, here is the link above. In this attack by Blackbyte that we're going to talk about today, they infiltrated the 49ers corporate network and got their hands on information about company business, about their advertiser contracts, and potentially about players. Some of this info could be very interesting to certain, say, bettors or betting websites around the world. Who knows what other kinds of tidbits of info would be in these packages. I hope you'll watch the full episode, but just in case you already know the story, you can now skip directly to my insights at the end of the episode right from the timeline below. For the rest of you, let's go through the story together and see what we can learn to protect ourselves and others.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
Just hours before the Super Bowl, and 2 days after the FBI warned about the ransomware gang, Blackbyte leaked what are purportedly the NFL team's files. The San Francisco 49ers were recently kneecapped by a Blackbyte ransomware attack that temporarily discombobulated the NFL team's corporate IT network on the big day, Super Bowl Sunday. Blackbyte, a ransomware as a service gang that leases its ransomware to affiliates who cut it in on the share of ransomware profits, claimed responsibility for the attack by leaking files purportedly stolen in the cyber assault. We have recently become aware of a network security incident that resulted in temporary disruption to certain systems on our corporate IT network. Upon learning of the incident, we immediately initiated investigation and took steps to contain the incident. The team was still investigating as of Monday, but so far it looks like the intrusion was limited to its corporate IT network. It didn't affect ticket systems or systems at the team's home base, Levi Stadium. To date, we have no indication that this incident involves systems outside of our corporate network, such as those connected to Levi Stadium operations or ticket holders, its statement said. As the investigation continues, we are working diligently to restore involved systems as quickly and as safely as possible. Joseph Carson, Chief Security Scientist and Advisory CISO at provider of Privileged Access Management Solutions provider Delinea, suggested to Threatpost that it's likely that an affiliate hacked the 49ers and not Blackbyte themselves, as opposed to the Blackbyte authors behind the ransomware, given that Blackbyte is a ransomware as a service. What's up, guys, and thanks again for watching this episode about the Blackbyte ransomware attack against the San Francisco 49ers. You're doing a great job by wanting to learn about it, and I do appreciate your support in watching my episodes. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel and smashing the bell to be notified when I upload new episodes where I give you insights into the newest important cybersecurity news stories like this one. With my insights, you can be better prepared to protect your company, your family, and yourself against these and other cyber attacks. So hit the subscribe button now, and let's continue to learn about this story together. Blackbyte recently posted some files purportedly stolen from the team on a dark website in a file marked 2020 invoices. The gang hasn't made its ransomware demands public, nor has the group specified how much data it stole or encrypted. Carson said that the Super Bowl timing makes this one a classic case of cyber pests milking a major event, the kind of situation they can get unsuspecting victims to, say, click on links, download and execute malicious software, or give over their credentials thinking they're actually accessing a legitimate internet service, resulting in cyber criminals gaining initial access to the networks and services. The gang emerged, or the Blackbyte ransomware gang emerged in July 2021. It's not even a year, when it started preying on organizations by exploiting known Microsoft Exchange vulnerabilities, such as Proxy Shell, to claw its way into the environments. It worked for a while. Blackbyte scored wins against manufacturing, healthcare, and construction industries in the United States, Europe, and Australia. But the gang hit a wall when, months later, Trustwave released a free decryption tool that allowed Blackbyte victims to unsnarl their files. As the Trustwave analyst pointed out back in October, the group uses simplistic encryption techniques, using just one symmetric key to encrypt files in AES, as opposed to using unique keys for each session. But despite the setback of Trustwave's decryptor and what experts think of as its simplistic encryption, Blackbyte is clearly doing just fine given the FBI Secret Service alert on Friday. Similar to Conti ransomware, Blackbyte has been identified using exchange vulnerabilities such as proxy shell to gain a foothold in the environments. Additionally, Blackbyte utilizes well-proven tactics such as PowerShell exploitation of obfuscated base64 content to perform all encryption on hosts once exploited. The criticality of the systems makes quick recovery vital, which increases the likelihood that the victims will pay the ransom. This same criticality also makes law enforcement attention much more likely. However, given the low success rate of law enforcement busts, this is often a chance the groups are willing to take. So what can we learn from all of this? Well, this attack happened just a few days after the FBI and the Secret Service issued a joint statement warning that Blackbyte ransomware group, the group that was first spotted in July 2021, has been on a hacking spree over the past 3 months, and that it has successfully breached an array of sensitive networks. As of November 2021, Blackbyte ransomware had compromised multiple U.S. and foreign businesses, including entities in at least 3 U.S. critical infrastructure sectors, government facilities, financial, and food and agriculture. This is what the advisory stated. Now, the recent post on the Blackbyte ransomware's leak site, where they made available this 379 megabyte file called 2020 Invoice, it appears to show hundreds of billing statements the 49ers had sent to partners, including AT&T, Pepsi, and the city of Santa Clara, where the 49ers may play home games. So we know they have the goods. The attack was successful. They have the data. Whether or not the 49ers will pay, or whether or not the decryptor key works for them to get back online, bottom line is they were hacked, they were attacked. Now, an analysis published by the security firm Red Canary said the hacking group was able to hack some of its victims by exploiting proxy shell, as we know a number of other ransomware gangs do. Now, proxy shell is the name of a number of different vulnerabilities for the Microsoft Exchange server. Vulnerabilities allow attackers to gain pre-authentication remote code execution. From there, bad actors could install a shell that pipes commands to the compromised server. A host of advisors with nation-state-backed hackers from Iran among them have exploited the vulnerabilities. Now, Microsoft did patch them last March, so if you're one of the organizations that still has not updated your Microsoft Exchange, it is highly advisable to do so. Now, another characteristic of Blackbyte that we should note was its use of print bombing. Now, this feature caused all printers connected to an infected network to print ransom notes at the top of each hour that said, "You've been hacked by Blackbyte team, contact us to restore your system." So again, we need to stay vigilant. We need to walk our digital perimeters regularly, ensure that our systems are up to date, that our backups are functional, including our off-site or off-premise backups. And I think we need to start talking about how to integrate a mostly off or mostly invisible security plan for services like RDP, SSH, and other web-facing interfaces where it's possible to do this. With that, I say thanks again for watching this episode. Don't forget to share and subscribe if you haven't already to my channel, and smash the bell if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.
Don't forget to ride.